I can already smell the dinner from here. Don't get me wrong, the army feeds us all right, but damn, I've missed Mom's good old chicken wings.
Hey, this is Kurt from Hard Mode Gamers. I'm here with Wayne to talk about a video game called Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. Wayne, which one are you the most? Are you a sniper, a ghost, or a warrior?
I'm sexy all day.
And why isn't there a colon in that title? Like, I feel like there should either be sniper, colon, ghost warrior, or is it just sniper, ghost, warrior, one word?
I think
Is he a sniper ghost? Is he the ghost of a sniper?
Well, I don't know. That might be part of, like, the first two, because apparently the first two are, like, they're made by the same company, and they... I don't know.
I never even heard of the first two.
Yeah, no. But I think it's Sniper Ghost Warrior 3.
Okay. And tell me about it. What do you do in this game?
You snipe. That's,
Alright, that's a wrap.
No, basically, what sets this game a little bit aside is it's an open world sniper game. So, like, if you did, you know, Sniper Elite meets kind of a smaller Grand Theft Auto.
Or like a Far Cry, right?
I didn't play Far Cry.
I had a lot of people who, like, were trying to frame it when they were advertising it. It's like, oh, it's like Far Cry, it's an open world, run through the jungle, snipe people. You do that a lot in Far Cry, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of what you do in this.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on your approach, because it's one of those play it your way games.
Absolutely.
And a lot of games, like, is Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 like that? Is it a play it your way, or do they have a way you gotta, like...
No, it, actually, one of the cool things is you have a drone. We'll get into that after. But you can find different scout locations. So, you know, you have, like, where you need to go. You have your main missions that kind of follow the story. And it'll bring, you know, you go to your place, you go to your location, and you can look around, find where you want to go from. It'll kind of tell you, like, shock and awe being, going heavy guns, you know what I mean? Like, it's you're not really worried about being quiet.
Can you completely pass on sniping in this sniper game?
Yeah, you could, because you get assault rifles as well. It kind of defeats the purpose a little bit.
So what makes it good as a sniper game, then?
What makes it good as a sniper game?
Or, like, what is it? Because I know, like, you were telling me earlier that the sniping's actually really involved, right?
It is. You use your D-pad to change the altitude. It's not super involved. It's basically that and zoom, depending on what scope you have. But you adjust the altitude, and when you do the holding breath thing, you know, like all sniper games have, a little red circle or orange circle will come up, and when it's like over the enemy, it'll turn red. And you'll have your crosshairs, and if you're, like, right on, like, spot on with the altitude, it'll be right in the center. Otherwise, it'll be, like, off to the side.
You have to adjust for altitude and, like, distance, right?
Right. But you really don't have to, because when you hold your breath and you see that little circle, it doesn't matter if it's, like, you know, the bottom left of the crosshairs, you can put it up, and you're going to hit them.
It guides you into a good shot.
Right. Even if you don't do the altitude, you can still adjust.
In Sniper Elite, I know that they do this cool X-ray thing.
Yes.
Do you get any kind of satisfaction like that in Ghost Warrior?
So you do, and this is kind of a double-sided thing. I love Sniper Elite where it did that. That was really cool. This one I kind of like a little bit better because it just shows the blood. Like, it shows the bullet go in and a little bit of blood. And the downside of that is it's just not very detailed. Like, the graphics aren't super awesome. And maybe that's because it's an open world game and you might have to sacrifice. But I mean, like, it's not online, so why would you have to sacrifice?
I don't know. Like, how many people made the game? It's not a big studio, right?
No. It's CI Games. I think I read that maybe they were like a Polish company?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I think I saw that on the internet as well, too. Yeah. Alright, so what's the game like, essentially? I mean, I know you go around, you find scout locations, you snipe. What are you doing in context, I guess?
So the main character of the game is John North, and he's a Marine sniper. It goes into this whole, like, intro where you meet his, what I guess is his brother. It doesn't really say, but it's a different character, Robert North. But then it goes into the prologue where you're John North and you're with Robert North. And it just basically the prologue is just teaching you how to play it. It shows what happens at the end of it. Robert gets taken. John's, I guess, through the game, his main goal is to find his brother.
Is it like a lot of the open world games where you get somewhere and then they just fire pins onto the map, like, hey, go to all these places, there's stuff to do? Or does it actually like kind of guide you?
When you accept a mission, like, which is part of the story, it'll give you like a line saying this is where you want to go, and it brings you to the general area, so it kind of outlines it on the map so you can find different spots.
All right, I mean, sounds decent.
It's
But
okay.
yeah, okay, I know. I was about to ask about that. Not the best score on Metacritic right now. I think it's sitting on a 53.
I think that's probably a fair score. Like, I don't want to say it's generous. I don't want to say it's, worse. That seems like a pretty good score for it because the story doesn't pull you in. I didn't care about the characters. I didn't care about the story. I just wanted to shoot people. It's like a love-hate with that game. Not even a love. It's like a hate kind of like with that game.
Do you like hating it, maybe?
I do like hating it.
What else gets at you besides the story? Like, how is there gameplay nuisances?
It's super repetitive. I mean, and that could be said about any game. Like, there's times where, like, I was legitimately enjoying playing the game. Most of the time, I didn't.
Yeah.
It was kind of a chore.
Wow. And launching the game, this is something I've heard about, load times. Tell me about the load times.
Well, let's just say, like, you don't have to be a Minuteman, but you could crank down during the loading time, wash up, and get back to the game without missing anything.
Just like rub one out.
That's
and then,
basically,
just walk away.
You
come
have
back.
enough time. If that's what you feel like doing and you're alone, you have time to do that. Bust out your phone, get your favorite site up.
I've heard it's 5 minutes long for a lot of the loading times.
It gets long.
It gets long.
It gets
That is
long.
really long. How are the loading times once you get past the initial one?
They're not as bad, but it's
It's still
enough to be
long.
like, dude, what the hell? Like, let's get the game going. Like, I want to try this again.
Load times can really kill the pace of a game.
They do because like there were times where I was really into it, and I would die because that's why I suck at first person shooters online, because I'm a run in, guns blazing. I don't look around. I just like to shoot people when I see them, and I get killed all the time. So like I'll miss a dude, and like I get shot from the back, and I get super frustrated because it's like, oh, I just want to do this. It's not even a mission. It's just a stupid little checkpoint that I'm trying to clear. And then just I got into it, and it was like every time I died, it's like loading. And it just takes enough time to irritate you. And I guess maybe I'm an irritable guy, but
I would actually think that, games where it's when you die and it takes too long to start over, that is the point for me where I drop the difficulty because I get sick of loading times. How do you feel about that?
if I wasn't playing on normal mode, I might have done that. But I was playing on the lowest mode that they had. And again, it's not a super hard game. I probably could have done it the very first time.
We could have done it in hard mode. Hashtag hard mode gamers.
Right. Well, that brings up a good point. Like, I want to actually play it in the hardest mode, because I'm wondering if in the hardest mode it takes away that little dot. You know, you have to get the altitude right. You have to get that stuff like spot on. And
so
that
it
would
can
be
get
really
pretty
cool.
challenging. All right.
If it does that, I mean, I probably should have checked before, but it just didn't occur to me until today.
That's fine. So, what do you think? Recommend, not recommend, a specific recommendation?
If you can get it for like $10, $20, wait till a store has it on sale and buy it, or go online, see somebody who like hates it and selling it for $10.
Don't spend full price.
No.
Like the basic edition was was actually $50, and I got you the season pass edition because they didn't have any copies of the basic one. So
Oh, really?
yeah, I paid full price.
Well, I guess
You get it. Well, we're just gonna have to cover whenever they put out DLC, I guess.
Right. I think it might have already downloaded all the DLC. I'll play it more. I'll have to play it all the way through because you got me all the special stuff. So
Okay, so in the end, recommend, not recommend?
not recommend.
All
Like,
right.
yeah. It's kind of boring for me, and I don't know. Maybe I'm an ADD, hyperactive kid, but
I played 10 minutes of it. I was pretty bored.
there you go. There you go. That's and right there. If you only played 10 and you're bored, enough said.
Yeah, I mean that might be too short, but I don't care. I'll play it around sometime and see if there's any buzz worth of it, or if it is kind of boring. But that's me for Hard Mode Gaming. I've been Kurt,
I'm Wayne.
and if you want to see more videos like these, click that subscribe button and comment below. Did you enjoy this game?
No!
Yeah, but did they enjoy the game? The viewers?
I was answering for them.
Oh, okay. If you didn't say no and wanted to say yes, I enjoyed these games, shut up when you're wrong, try and tell us how we're wrong. We want to hear this.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm usually wrong, so
leave us a message. Have a great day.